Hanji!
Hey guys.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you guys for coming back.
Love
Thank you
that.
again for all the love, support, comments, everything. Like you guys make it all worth it. Honestly, ਮੈਂ ਕਮੈਂਟਾਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੰਸਟਾਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਤੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਦਿਲ ਇੰਨਾ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਇਆ ਹਨਾ ਵੀ like because you know when you see like one or two things you're like it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this takes out a lot of time from our days. So genuinely, thank you so much for commenting. I feel like the comments are everything for me. So
literally, I think we were speaking about this and I literally said this earlier as well. Like, जिन्ना तुसी like time ਕੱਢਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਕ message ਲਿਖਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ I don't think we've ever supported anyone like that before.
Yeah,
you know, like
and it makes me want to do it more.
Yeah,
like message people and be like,
exactly,
this is really good. Like, well done, guys, because you guys are doing it to us, and I feel so like it's such a big thing. Yeah, honestly, it is. It's not Nikki gal nahi hai ki. Take it as like a big thing. So
yeah, definitely. Okay, so today's episode, guys, it's actually based on one of our previous episodes. So I don't know if you remember. If you do, it was are men and women equal?
Yeah.
So this episode will be about navigating careers.
Yeah.
As a woman.
Yeah. But we'll talk about navigating careers anyway as our struggles. But yeah we definitely wanted to cover that because I feel like it's a big topic. So
okay.
Before we start.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, I forget.
Har ek bari bhul jandi hai.
मैं हमेशा भूल जाती हूँ.
Why?
I don't know. Okay, yeah, guys, sorry. Okay, Punjabi. Okay, boli.
Yada?
Yes.
ठीक है?
Yeah.
चलिए?
Yes.
चल जिज्जा साली ताश खेड दे साली गई जित ओ जिज्जा ताश खेडनी सिखो जिज्जा ताश खेडनी सिखो जिज्जा ताश खेडनी सिखो.
Oh, sick. I like that.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's so good.
And it's Nikki Bulliya. It's quite easy to remember. No complicated pronunciations or words. So
guys, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ like do you write them down? ਤੁਸੀਂ use ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ time waste ਕਰਦੇ ਆ?
ਮੈਂ ਐਵੇਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਰਵਾਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਬਾਰੇ. Guys, it takes a lot of time for me to practice and remember. And okay, navigating careers.
Yeah.
Right. And the topic came up from ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ previous episode ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਫੀਮੇਲਸ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੁਣ ਉਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਜਵਾਕ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ they can take shed parental leave ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਸੋਚਣ ਲੱਗੀ you know what I've never spoken about my career journey and nor have you.
No.
And I thought even for like the younger generation it's quite helpful to know how we navigated. When like for example ਮੇਰੇ ਮੰਮੀ and daddy ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਉਦੋਂ ਮਮ ਆਈ ਸੀਗੀ 16 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਡੈਡ ਦੀ ਭੂਆ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਮੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਰਾ ਭਤੀਜਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਈ ਵਿਆਹ ਕਰੂਗਾ ਬਿੱਲੀਆਂ ਖਾਣਾ. And then my dad came over when he was 21 and then they got married, had my sister, blah blah, and they worked very very hard. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਸੀ actually ਮੈਂ ਕੰਮ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ my parents ran a business, right? So they had shops and dad had a few properties. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਸੋਚਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਨਾ ਰਨ ਹੋਵੇ. Like I don't want to run a business.
Yeah.
It is so tough.
Yeah.
Tiring. 7 दिन mom and dad ने काम करना 4 बजे जाना 11 बजे वापस होना. Like it was long days for them, hana, and they worked 7 days a week. And उन्होंने मैंने कहना वे चल उधर तू पढ़ूंगी फिर तेनू ਉਦੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਵਾਲੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ holiday ਲਈ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਤੂੰ ਤੇਰਾ ਏਦਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਘਾਟਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਣਾ they'll pay you to go on holiday. When they said that to me it stuck with me and I thought oh my god I'm gonna study so hard, right? And I studied because I was like I don't want to run a business 7 days a week. I want to have my weekends, you know, like the way that they said to me. And my mum was like, my mum no बहुत शौक सीगा like to study, but she wasn't able to because obviously she came here when she was 16 and started working like straight away. And because they pushed me down that education route, and mera badda dad kehda hunda si people can take away your money, they can take away your car, they can take away your house. One thing no one can ever take away from you is your education. So I think because my family are so big on like education. Don't get me wrong, मैं actor ही बन गई, पर मेरी दादी कहनी हुंदी सी भी पर तू डॉक्टर हजे बन सकदी है, हजे too late नहीं हैगा, right? Because they don't know what an actuary is. So I always got told that. But yeah, I don't know, like I think me working so hard came from the fact that my parents had a business and I didn't want to work hard. And it was always like, you don't want to work hard, you want to work smart. So educate yourself and go down that route.
My mum used to say this as well, koi gyan nahi thode to kho sakda, like anything else but gyan. No, you're completely right. I think when my mum and dad had an off license, I remember this, and मैं उन्होंने किया भी सीगा कि तुसी आपदा बिजनेस खोलिया, मैं तो नहीं खोलने लगी. 7 दिन तुसी काम करो, फिर तुसी आ लेके आओ, ओ लेके आओ, बंदा रोकदा ही नहीं, है ना? तुसी नहीं काम करदे, थानू नहीं पैसे मिलदे, है ना?
Holiday जाना, फिर शॉप बंद करनी पैंदी है, फिर
holiday ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੂਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਜਾਣਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਘਰੇ ਜਾਣਾ, ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ
ਦੋਨੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਇੱਕ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੋਈ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਸੀ
exactly
all the time at any event unless it's like after work in the evening. ਫਿਰ ਏਦਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਘਰੇ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਵੀ 4 ਵਜੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਪੇਪਰ ਕਰਨ ਜਾਣਾ. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a lot of work. And like I remember during my summer holidays, like up a summer holiday ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗੋਰੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, they take that time to go on holiday, they'll go to Disneyland, or they'll go here, they'll go there. ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ, ਮੇਰੇ what did you do on the holidays? I worked. I got up at 4 a.m, went and did the papers, slept in the back on the sofa, got up, ate, and then went out and helped mum at the till, stacked the shelves, went home, had dinner, went to sleep and did it all again the next day. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was 8 years old, right? And they couldn't leave me at home.
No, they couldn't.
ਹੁਣ ਨਿੱਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਦਾ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਜਵਾਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਘਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਛੱਡ ਸਕਦੇ. ਫਿਰ ਮੇਰੀ ਤਾਈ ਆਈ ਹੋਈ ਸੀਗੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਤਾਈ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਭੂਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਹਨਾ? But that was more like during school time, like they would India ਤੋਂ ਸੱਦਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਵੀ like they needed help with me, right? So then my ਭੂਆ would be with me or my ਤਾਈ would be with me. And they used to like help me after school and stuff. But I just remember thinking, oh my God, like I hardly see my parents. Because they were just working so hard all the time. And I love them for it because what they have built and what they have given me, nikki hundi to koi onda hunda si unhone mainu til te khara dena. Oh my God, Gary Lineker, actually, shout out Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker came to the shop because we used to have the shop in Ascot. Te o onda hunda si te unne paise de dene, right? Would type it in, mum would make me do it in my head. So unne 5 minute wait karna for me to do the maths and give him the correct change back. And he actually waited. Gary Lineker waited. Like, I still remember it. He probably doesn't even remember. But like, he was so sweet. And I remember he used to be so nice. And like he used to give tips because we used to do the newspaper delivery for him. He was honestly such a, like, Gary Lineker, you are the best. Like, you are my childhood. But like, shout out. But yeah, like, because the people had so much patience. Literally, it wasn't just him. Like there was loads of customers that used to come, and I used to have to do this all in my head. And I think that's why I got so good at maths.
That's
genuinely
really good. Honestly, that's crazy.
And maybe that's why I like money, because I literally I realized how hard you have to work for it. Do you know what I mean? I learned that from a very young age. It wasn't like his pocket money. I never got pocket money. Did you?
What do you mean? Pocket money hundi ki ya?
Par goriyan nu pocket money mildi hundi si.
Basically मैं try ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ. Basically ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਕਿ
ਮਮ ਤੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਣ, ਮਮ ਮੈਨੂੰ pocket money ਦੇ ਦੇ.
Basically ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਸਕੂਲਿਓ ਕਿ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਹਨਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਲਾਸਮੇਟਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ pocket money ਮਿਲਦੀ. And mum, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਕਿ ਤੇਰਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਲਾਈਫਸਟਾਈਲ ਆ ਕਿ ਤੈਨੂੰ pocket money ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ?
ਕਿਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ?
You know what I mean?
ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਪੇ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ?
ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਪੇ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ? ਤੁਸੀਂ
I said I don't know, but I would also like to have a piggy bank. Come on, one. That's
they get it, right? ਤੇ ਮਮ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਰਾਣੀਆਂ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਰਹਿਨੀ ਹੈ, ਕਰੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ? But basically ਉਹ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, but they used to have like a savings account for us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, my mum had the same.
That's what
she just didn't tell me.
I'm not gonna give you the money. ਤੂੰ ਬੱਚੀਆਂ ਤੂੰ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀ, ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇ ਦੇਣਾ. So they used to save for us. But I think it's like a cultural difference, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਕਿ ਉਹ pocket money ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ. we get different things. And also like trust as well. I'm sorry, but what is a 5 or 6 year old going to do with money?
I don't know, you know. I think I've had this conversation with my sister. And I think to teach ਜਵਾਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ like ਸਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ young age ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਪੈਸੇ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਬਣਾਈਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ right so ਮੇਰੀ ਭੈਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਭਤੀਜਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਹ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆਹ ਪੈਸੇ ਮਿਲਣੇ ਆ yeah because they want a phone right they're like at that age they're in high school and they want phones oh my god they're in high school they're like babies but anyway like he wanted a phone so he put it on a piece of paper how much he needed to save and then each time he did something it was a different reward attached to it
okay
so although ne pande totte he'll get £3 or this or that right and the thing was we could have done it digitally right could have said okay this is going to go into your account blah blah but my sister made a point of taking the money out and giving him the physical cash because you know ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਆਪ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੈਸ਼ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਆ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਗਏ ਪਰ ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਰਡ ਟੈਪ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ I don't feel it I don't you actually just don't feel it just feels like play money it feels like monopoly money ਪਰ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੈਸ਼ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ
ਉਦੋਂ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਹਾਂ
so he had to save for that right and like he'd wash cars you know my sister proper like made him work for it she's like I'm not just gonna hand you something because you asked for it whereas my mum like they did it in a different way obviously I went to the shop and I used to do that and then even then I'd have to fight for something if I wanted it kind of thing like I had to justify business plan dena penda si mere mum and dad nu vi ma lena kyon lena aa karke P&L kiya you know what I mean literally. What's the opportunity cost for me getting this doll I don't know like a Tamagotchi why do I want a Tamagotchi because I feel lonely or something I don't know like you know what I mean like ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੱਚੀ business case ਦੇਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਉਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿੰਨਾ cost ਆ ਕੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ so question ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ you know but that has made me develop skills that I can now use in my adult life and like that's why you know when you're saying like they don't really need pocket money I don't know I disagree I think not just give them cash but make them work for it like now my nephew's like oh my god it was so cute oops sorry it was so cute ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਗਏ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਭਤੀਜਾ ਤੇ ਖਾਣ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ he goes Masi you know this is too expensive let's just go home and have roti and I looked at him I go wow first of all very responsible and second of all ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਖਾ ਲਾ ਭਰਾਵਾ ਮਾਂ ਹੀ ਖਾਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣੀ ਘਰੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਵਾਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ you know what I mean so like I think it is so like they are so consciously aware but my sister and brother-in-law make them aware and that's why I don't think pocket money is a bad thing I think but teaching them that at an early age is important because it helps you later on in your career you know
no obviously I do agree completely I think it's just like there was no goal I feel like because you they had a goal कि मैं phone लाना okay that's fine ਤੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ phone ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਆ save ਕਰ you know what I mean like ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ goal ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਹਾਸਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ and you save for that makes sense right I think it's not just giving them pocket money telling them okay what are you going to do with that money ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨੇ % ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ for example what I've taught my sisters ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਸਾ ਮਿਲਦਾ 10% ਤੁਸੀਂ savings ਪਾਉਣਾ 10% of any income even if it's £10 £100 £1000 £10,000 ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ 'ਚ ਆਉਂਦਾ 10% needs to go to savings right and she's like well Tin ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ £100 ਮਿਲਦੇ ਵੀਕਐਂਡ ਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ yeah that's fine £10 goes into savings I said but if you do that 52 weeks you'll have a lot of money said yeah but £10 ਦਾ ਕੀ ਫਰਕ ਪੈਣਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਫਰਕ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਤੂੰ ਟਰਾਈ ਤਾਂ ਕਰ ਆਪਦੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਆਦਤ ਬਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਸਹੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਇਨਕਮ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਕਿ you don't see as okay I've got £100 you need to automatically I only got 90 you know what I mean like because savings is so important not just to like get to somewhere but also like you never know life happens man ਕਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ you know
ਪੈਸੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ whatever ਫਿਰ at least ਹੋਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਪਾਸੇ
okay but let's go back to careers we've been diverting
sorry guys
no. okay careers so
how did you start off your career like when did you first start working
so actual first work was 15 I was
ਕੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ
ਮੈਂ ਤਿਲ ਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ so basically ਮੇਰਾ ਜਨਮ ਦਿਨ ਸੀ 26th of May and the moment you turn 15 or 16 oh no 16 sorry the moment you turn 16 in Belgium you can work as a student right but ਇੱਕ
same ਇੱਥੇ ਵੀ same
yeah but ਇੱਕ law ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ 15 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀ as a babysitter 15 years old I need to babysit myself but I was a babysitter ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ 10 euro 50 ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਘੰਟੇ ਦੇ that's horrendous nothing but yeah I used to do that and then ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ 16 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਹੋਈ ਮੈਂ supermarket 'ਚ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ on the till I had to go to school of course so ਸਿਰਫ weekend ਤੇ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ and then I think ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਫੈਕਟਰੀ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਉਹ it's like a meat factory ਕੁਝ ਮੀਟ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਇੰਨੀ ਸਮੈਲ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਐਂਡ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ 8 ਪੌਂਡ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਘੰਟੇ ਦੇ honestly it was so bad but as a student I worked really hard and then ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੀ graduation ਹੋਈ then ਮੈਂ recruitment ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ
ਕਿੱਥੇ
recruitment
okay yeah
straight away I went into recruitment so I started as a recruiter and you say we talk about careers as a woman this and that it was in Belgium and I was brown and I was a kuri so ਪਹਿਲੇ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ oh you're so young still like I wanted to earn a lot of money so they'd ask me what do you want to earn I'd tell them I want to earn this oh you can't earn that because you're too young this and that I'm like it doesn't make sense you know what I mean so I started in recruitment and there was a lot of discrimination as well and especially amongst I think I faced more racism than discrimination but there were men that would say things that were very inappropriate
okay
yeah so
explain
okay once and I was actually so angry ek banda aaya and ਨਵੀਂ ਜੌਬ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਰਿਕਰੂਟਮੈਂਟ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਰੂਮ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਈ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਦੇ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੋਟੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਮੇਰੇ 10 ਨਿਆਣੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਸੀ imagine this and
what
I paused and like pardon
did I just hear that
yeah
right
I was like because that thought process how did you get to that sentence
yeah
you know there's so many things for you to eventually
you're in an interview bro like you're not on a speed dating thing do you know what I mean
even then that's still inappropriate right
that's wild
so मैं ਉਹਦੇ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖਿਆ I was like right so I shut my laptop
this interview is done and I would like you to leave ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਆਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਗਈ ਆਫਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਦੇ ਆਫਿਸ ਮੈਨੇਜਰ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਬਲਾ 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 ਫਲਾਨਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਕਰ I was vexed and he was like oh that's inappropriate but you know what Tin the best thing to do is just ignore it and he's a banda yeah he said to me just ignore it ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਗਲਤ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ HR ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇਹਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਫਲਾਨ ਟਾਈਮ ਕਾ but because it don't happen to men they don't really know how to react so he said to me oh just ignore it mate it ain't something I can ignore that's wild
that was I think the worst I've ever like I
experienced something
yeah I wish ਜੇ ਹੁਣ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਚਪੇੜਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਲਾਲ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਸੀ I wish it happened now
yeah
oh this guy he would have wished he wouldn't like
especially when you're younger ਹਨਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨਿੱਕੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਏਦਾਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਚੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ because that's exactly what our parents have taught us ਚੱਲ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ same ਚੀਜ਼ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਪਾਗਲਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਗਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰਕੇ like just don't respond kind of thing but I think so obviously my career is a little bit different so I started working when I was 8 but officially I started working when I was 16 I worked for Debenhams I worked for like a department thing it was just like a shopping assistant thing and ਮੈਨੂੰ 4 ਪੌਂਡ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਘੰਟੇ ਦੇ £4.16 ਠੀਕ ਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ 2 ਸਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ 1 ਸਾਲ ਹੋਈ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਬੂਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਟੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਹੈਗੇ boots opticians ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ job ਮਿਲ ਗਈ bloody hell guys working for Boots at that age that was like the best job that you could do, right?
Yeah.
So I was so excited, so happy. And they paid me like £8.16 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, which is so like, that's
For
double what I
student.
was earning
Yeah.
before, Hannah. My Saturday, Sunday, obviously, kam kardi hundi si. All throughout uni, I kept that job. Uthe mein do cheezaं hoiyan, yeah. So this was actually when I moved to uni. My kam te nahi sige udin, and my phone was on loud, and my friends were there. And he was asking me like, oh, by the way, do you know where this patient's thing is? Like, he came in on Sunday, da, da, da. So I was just telling him, answering all the questions. Oh my God, I don't know if I can say this. It went silent. I went, okay, cool. Like, and he goes, okay, cool. Tu ki paya hoya? He said something else after that, but it was silent. And my friends, because it was on loudspeaker, because obviously I'm getting ready for uni, right? And my friends were like, what the fuck, right? Like, and I looked at them and I was like, you know, and I was in a relationship then. So it looked bad, but it, like, if I had something to hide, I would not put him on loudspeaker.
Yeah.
We're obviously talking about a client, like, and he's never said that to me before. And I was just, you know when you're like, jaw just hits the ground. I was like, this banda, bruv. I was like, wait, fuck off, man. And I put the phone down. I had a lot of explaining to do at that point. But that I couldn't believe happened to me. Then another banda, while I was working, with a clipboard, he slapped my ass. And I was 17. And this guy was like, he's definitely in his 30s. So I was like, no, I wasn't 17. I was at uni. I was like, that's 19. Crazy. Yeah. And you know, I just froze. Actually, I got vexed. That time I got vexed. I was like, you can't touch me. Like, why would you do? Because I didn't technically touch you. Oh, like, you know.
Shall I technically not touch you with the clipboard on your face?
Shall I technically not touch you with this brick in my hand? Do you know what I mean? Like, technically, I didn't touch you. I was so angry, yeah. I was like, Bande just feel like they can just
entitled.
Do anything. Yeah, like, could you imagine we did something equivalent? Mm-hmm. They would feel heavily violated the way I did. You know what I mean? I was just like, I can't believe this happened to me. Anyway, after that whole retail saga was done and I graduated,
retail saga.
I actually started working in a real job. Mm-hmm. Guys, I was at an internship. Mm-hmm. And my manager ne kya, he goes, chal, room ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲ ਜਾ ਮੈਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਣਾਉਂਦਾ ਹਨਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਚਲ ਗਈ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ room ਖੁੱਲਿਆ yeah and it was a boardroom, huge boardroom, like a boardroom for like 20 people, 24 people. ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੀ ਗੋਰੇ ਬੁੱਢੇ men. Yeah, they turned around and looked at me and then went, are you lost? And I was literally in the door and I was like, you know, like you're like processing and then it's making it worse.
Yeah.
Because the words aren't coming out because I am intimidated. These are like execs sitting there.
Yeah.
And I just went, and then luckily my manager, he came in at that point. And he goes, guys, no, this is Marisa. Like, he didn't hear the first bit.
Yeah.
He went, guys, no, this is Marisa. Like, here, come sit at the front because they were all, like, sat at the back. So I actually had to walk to the front of the boardroom and sit there. He goes, oh, she's interning with us. She's an intern, da-da-da. Kisi ne sorry nahi kiya.
Wow.
Yeah. And that whole meeting, minu yaad bhi nahi hui ki bolya gaya, ki kya gaya meeting de vich. Because I was so rattled from the time that I walked in.
It's so dismissive.
Are you lost? I was honestly, like, gobsmacked, right? And after that, I think, okay, huma insurance vich kam kar diya. It is loads of budde and they're very like, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਭਤੀਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਭਤੀਜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਆਪਦੇ ਜਵਾਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਰੇ it's like a whole family cult kind of business, but it's really hard to get your foot in the door, but once you've got your foot in the door you're kind of okay, like you're fine. It's not really like banking, like in insurance it's who you know, not what you know.
Okay.
To be honest, it's a people's business, which makes sense. You're selling insurance. I just like I found it super tough, especially like as a brown girl. I actually remember I dyed my hair blonde, bro, like because I actually just wanted to fit in. Like it was wild. Everyone was blonde, blue-eyed, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And obviously feel on that, man. Sare Essex to aaye hoya. I'm from fucking West London. Like my accent, guys, when I talk at work, you would not think I am from West London. Like you would literally hear a different side of me. And to be honest, when work lot see this podcast, they're probably thinking, she swears? What? Yeah, like, you know, it's so different. And you have to have, it's a completely different personality in that career because you literally have to adapt to your surroundings. At work, and you know, people are like, oh no, like I'm the same at work. I don't understand that because you can't really be the same at work, you know? I think you do have to have a different personality.
You know what? And it's a good thing that you just touched on. A friend of mine, she actually has an alter ego.
Okay.
She says कि ਜਦੋਂ मैं काम करदी हाँ और ਜਦੋਂ मैं like बाहर जानी हाँ मेरे अंदर इन्ना confidence नहीं हैगा पर मैं एक alter ego नू like use करदी हाँ.
Okay.
But I don't have that. I do think I'm in every situation the same.
You are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ਕੰਮ ਤੇ करे परिवार च दोस्तां नाल I am the same.
I am different.
Yeah.
Because each of my friends bring out a different side of me.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not the same. Hun मैं आपदे गोरियां नाल friends नाल Punjabi तो नहीं बोलनी.
नहीं नहीं.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm a different person because ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਸ podcast ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਲੱਗਣੀ, you know, and there's a few things like, oh my god, how do I explain this to you that like that would actually be a good podcast. How do I explain this? But like, you know, that I don't know, I am different with different people because I get different energies from different people.
Yeah.
And then same thing at work, like I am a different person because I have to have, the thing is, especially as a female, and I don't know if anyone can relate, as a female, you have to just be tough at work. You start crying or you start being giddy or anything in front, like you show an inch of weakness. And I'm not saying it happens everywhere, but people will pounce and they will judge and they'll be like, oh, she can't handle the pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Or to nahi se hona ha job. Or to nahi hona ha job. Or kuriya hai, or to nahi hona. But it could just be, I'm on my period and I am having a shit week. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just emotional and sorry. And I got triggered. Like, it's so hard to like keep that face. You know what I mean?
मैं तन्नू दस्सिया सी ना कि पिछले हफ्ते guys मैं तन्नू दस दियां like कम ते I had to do like a P&L, right? I told you. And
love a P&L.
Yeah, well, it almost killed me, I'm telling you. I'm still not done with it, by the way. But मैं presentation करके ये और फलाना टाइम का, and then afterwards, like the big guy, he asked me like so सवाल मैंने पूछे and basically disregarded my whole P&L and I have to basically redo it, right? I looked at him and मेरी आँखों च पानी आ गया because guys, I've been working on this, right?
You worked really hard, yeah.
I worked really hard on it and I was like, okay, I can't cry in front of him. There's no way I can cry in front of him. I don't know if he knew or if he didn't. I just said, okay, I'm gonna make a call and I will send it to you by Monday.
Yeah.
I went into a wellness room, cried there for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Cussed him differently.
In your head.
In my head. And then I was like, okay, let me just do this. So I do agree with what you say, like, jo thodi like sensitivity and jo thodi dil ch gall a tusi kam te nahi share kar sakde. I think that's wrong.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
we should be able to.
I think to an extent, like sometimes it is good, like you took yourself out of the situation.
Yeah.
Hun mainu gussa chad gaya, main hun avde kalle room ch jaake I'm gonna just get over it and then go back. Thing is, work people will not treat you how friends and family treat you. So odo tu oho galna kehtiyan, bro, you get sacked.
No, I agree, but I feel like if my manager or that big guy was a woman, she would have approached me differently. She'd spoken to me differently, and I probably wouldn't have cried. So मेरा मतलब ये नहीं कहता कि तुसी रोवो कम ते ये वो, पर तुसी इधर तक कोई कम ही ना करो कि अगला बंदा रोवे, कि अगला बंदा, you know?
But you know, like I said, I'm different at work as well. And oh my God, guys, when I did work experience, I actually went to Hilton with my sister and she used to work for her. So she got me in for a week. I saw my sister working.
Yeah.
She was a different person. She was in finance. She needed numbers from reception. She came downstairs. She goes, "Minu number chahiye. Minu hone main thonu 2 wari puch chakkiyan number hone page." My sister inni polli aayi hai. I've never seen her talk to anyone like that. And I was like,
I can't even imagine her speaking like that. Yeah.
I remember being like, whoa. And I spoke to her about it after. She goes, "Amriya, at work, I'm a different person.
Yeah.
Because I have to be." And she was like, "Hey guys, I know I asked you 2 times before, but can you send it to..." They wouldn't have sent it to her. She goes, "No, I had to come down. I had to come down and smoke to be like, send me the numbers." Like, she goes, "Technically, I'm more senior than them.
Yeah.
And I need to show that." And like, what I'm saying is she had to act a certain way to get stuff done. And if she wasn't so direct, she wouldn't have got what she wanted. Yeah. And sometimes in a career, you have to just be direct. And as much as I'm sitting here saying, "Oh, you should have thick skin, blah, blah," like, I do have a lot of thick skin. But when I see it in myself, sometimes I'm really direct at work because I'm like, I need this done. I'm not going to beat around the bush. Like, you know, I don't mean it like that. Like, just... But I get what you're saying. Like, you shouldn't always be... You don't know what that person's going through and then obviously when they react and all that. So I do appreciate that as well.
Also because ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ 18 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਸੀ 18 ਮੈਂ 20 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਸੀ, my manager, she honestly, I was so unhappy. I did the job, but because I need money, recruitment pays well, right? So I was like, okay, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਆ. ਪਰ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੋਲਦੀ ਸੀ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖਦੀ ਸੀ, she was so patronizing, yeah? Worked there for 3.5 years, yeah? The BITCH.
Yeah.
I had 2 options, yeah? One, I'd be like, listen, jo ne maine kita, main kisi hor na karna. Because I've been treated like this, I'm going to treat other people like this. Second choice was, I'm not going to be like her. I'm going to show how it's done. And I've been a manager since, I think, since I've been 24, 25. I, hands down, guarantee you, I've never made none of my team members cry. Never spoken to them in disrespect because, frankly, I'm not their mum.
Yeah.
I am.
They're not children.
They're not children. We are all adults, and no matter how senior I am, no matter how low on the ladder they are, you have no right to speak to other human being the way you speak just because of pressure. No, I don't. I don't agree. I don't care. I really don't care. My manager, whatever. Obviously, I'm not saying the big man spoke rudely to me, but if he did, I would have literally told him, like, listen, hey, you ain't got 3 kidneys. We're all human beings because, I mean, at work, it's just work.
Yeah.
You're
we
just
don't
a number.
live to work.
Yeah.
We work to live.
Exactly. And you become that person. And also, it just doesn't, you need to be humble. And I feel like what happens in these positions or at work is you don't recognize yourself. You just become this
shell of a person.
Yeah, and it's just not... You,
especially if you have things going on in your personal life.
Exactly.
The last thing you need is someone at work like hounding you. When mere naal vi ahi same gal hui sigi, jehdi meri manager sigi, when I had so much going on in my personal life, which you know about, and onne mere liye onnu sari gal pata vi si, fir vi onne
did she actually know?
Yeah, she knew the details, she knew exactly what I was going through. They onne fir vi nahi like kuch kya minu like she just made work worse. When ek conversation hoya si, and I was like, you know what, I really appreciate you for being so like understanding and all of that. Like I still said it. I go, listen, minu pata vi jera mera kam hai, it wasn't as good as it normally was, and there was a few mistakes. Then I khulli ode naal gal kiti. I go, you know what, I appreciate you for having so much patience.
Yeah.
And and you know, I'm going through therapy or whatever. Like I've got signed off, whatever. And then she was just like, okay, well, you know, I just wanted to ask you, do we have a problem? And I was like, huh? You know, like I was just like, what? And she goes, yeah, I just wanted to ask you, do we have a problem? Because you've been really quiet recently. Like, I literally said to you, and you know what's going on in my personal life. If I'm quiet at work, there's a reason. Like, and she knew the reason, which is why I was like baffled about it. And then she went, yeah, you know, like, I just wanted to say, her manager told her she needs to be like a therapist to me, right? Like, as in, like, as a manager, you should be more like a therapist like, you should be like, not like a friend, but like more like they should be comfortable
guidance.
to tell you, things, right? And she goes, मां नू क्या वे उदों मैनू ओदा therapist बनना पैना फिर तू मेरा therapist बनना चाहिए करके मेरे तो नहीं आसा हुंदा सह हुंदा, yeah. And I'm sat there and I'm like, listen, I know my shit is heavy at the minute, but I am pretty sure you can't say that to me, like 100%. Yeah.
HR.
Yeah. And then, hold on, it doesn't get any better, okay? So we were recruiting for a long time. It was me and her, and we were recruiting for 2 spots. We hired one girl, and she said to me, she goes, you know, the Tisri hire Sigi, her manager wanted it to be a girl. And she goes, oh my God, no, I can't have a team full of females because I can't deal with the hormones. She goes, could you imagine? And I was sat there, I was like, listen, brava, like, we've been working together for 6 months. So you're basically saying that I was too much to handle, like, as a girl, and you just can't deal with girls. And I was just sat there, I was just like, brother, like, I can't believe you're saying this to me. That's the day I signed the papers and left that job.
Good.
Yeah. I was like, as soon as work takes over your personal life, like, work should be and always has been my escape from things that are going on in my personal life. I never bring my personal life, like the baggage or the heaviness, into my work. I'll always try and keep it separate wherever possible.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it doesn't always work. Like I said, I was making mistakes. I wasn't like fully with it. I was obviously going through something crazy. But like, I used work as like, I could have easily got signed off from work. Easily. But I was like, no, I'm going to keep working, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to like carry on and try and focus on this. But you know, when you see people and like work is killing them, genuinely is killing them. Like, they're having heart attacks, they're getting stressed.
Yeah.
Brava, please, like, guys, yes, you should focus on your career. Yes, you should build a career. Yes, you know, we're all hard workers. But don't be so hard that you kill yourself in the process, or you bend over backwards, or you get bullied at work and you just keep biting your tongue. Like, work, like I said, we work to live, not the other way around.
Exactly.
You know?
I agree.
It's a means to an end, not it's not the be all or do all kind of thing. So as much as we're talking about careers and navigating careers, it's more like, I never want to hear someone, like, and you do hear it, like, especially in investment banking and like the stock exchange. A couple of years ago, a guy jumped off the top of the building. Like, it kills me when I hear stuff like that, you know, like, and it's so heavy, but I never want anyone to think that work is such a heavy burden for them to carry. Like, just take a step back and sometimes just have that conversation at work. 7 times out of 10, you'll have someone in there that actually does care for your well-being, mainly HR, and they'll help you, you know?
It's 2025 though. Maybe 10 years
there
ago.
Should be things in a place. It's super hard, yeah. We're not talking about years ago. It was definitely hard for females and just everyone in general. A couple of years back, I think, especially pre-COVID, oh my God, such a difference. I know, like, we used to go in 5 days a week. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm joking. I'm going 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Like, and I work. Yeah. If anything, I work more when I'm at home.
Yeah, same.
Than I do, because
yeah, exactly. I agree. I think I work more at home because you don't really realize to take breaks. You don't really realize to chat to your colleagues.
Yeah.
To clock off at 5 p.m. You know what I mean? Because you're not going home. You are at home.
Yeah. Whereas at work, you're kind of looking at the calendar, like looking at the clock and being like, "My God, the courage!" I was like,
yeah, exactly. Facts. I agree.
But so, did you do any qualifications like after you like studying, or?
I don't think. No, I think once I was done, I didn't. It's not like I didn't like studying. Basically, it was never hard for me. So then, you know, when you go uni, you actually have to study. So I never had to, and then I had to, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. I just don't like it. I've done, well, actually, to be fair, I'm lying. I did do a finance course.
I was gonna say, I thought you did.
I did. With who was that? I don't remember. E-careers.
Okay.
So I did do like a finance course, but that was not to work in finance. The reason why I did a finance course was because I wanted to understand mortgages. I wanted to understand how money works in England, what the terminology is for example, a trust fund, all of these things, inheritance tax. I wanted to understand a different kind of tax because I wanted to do my own taxes. So it was more of a selfish need. And I didn't know everything in Belgium because, you know, when you work in recruitment and you do HR, you have to learn all of these things, you know. But I wanted to know, as me, as an employer and employee, what my rights are and what I can and cannot do to make sure I don't pay as much tax as I have to.
Yeah.
That's why I did do the finance course. That's the only thing I have done. I don't think I've done anything else. I was thinking about doing... oh, no, I've actually done that as well. Mortgage advisor. That's also in there.
Oh,
Well,
so you did that?
Yeah. So it's
okay.
like, it's one course basically. So you get the finance part first, and then the last part of the whole course is mortgage advisor. Because that was, yeah. But that's what so basically I'm prepping for the future. So I want to get into properties.
Yeah.
But I find it really hard to just do it. I have to have all the back knowledge.
Yeah.
So I did that.
You don't want to just leap in.
Yeah.
You want to kind of build that foundation.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think that's why I chose my degree, like for actuarial science. I was like, when I was younger, obviously you get told to pick when you're like, 17?
Yeah.
But I didn't even know, like, the last thing I was thinking at that time was my career, right?
Yeah.
And one thing I do have to say is, guys, if you ever want to change your career, it's never, ever, ever, ever too late. Ever.
Yeah,
okay?
never,
So
guys.
I never want anyone to feel pressured or carry on doing something because that's all they know. But anyway, obviously I got told, okay, pick a career, right? And everyone always asks me, oh, how did you get into actuarial science? Like, how did that come about? Obviously, my parents wanted me to be like a dentist or doctor or something.
Brown jobs.
Yeah, engineer, banja, engineer, lawyer. That's all they know, to be fair.
Literally,
And I was just like, obviously, I worked in Boots Opticians, right? I could have done optometry. And I thought, oh my goodness, I cannot work in retail in any aspect. So anything to do with like everyday customers, like anything like that. So pharmacy, no, it's not for me. I can't deal with people like that. I can't be a teacher. I don't have the patience, like with so many kids. Like I'll be completely honest, I don't. I knew I couldn't do anything like optometry. I knew I couldn't be a doctor. I couldn't deal with different people every day. You don't know who's going to walk through that door, you know? Like and I really respect people in those like because it takes a certain type of person to just swallow everything going on and just like be happy for the next patient. Trust me, we used to have some bad patients, and then for the next patient we couldn't just be in our emotions. You literally had to suck it up. 20 minutes later you got another patient coming in, you had to continue. So I knew I couldn't do that. I was good at maths. I was mainly good at statistics. So what I did was I googled it. I was like, highest paying job in statistics, and actuarial came up. Genuinely, that is how I picked my degree. And when I looked into it, I was like, okay, I get to study a bit of everything. So I studied finance, studied accounting, economics, pensions, insurance. Like you learn coding, like IT coding. You learn a little bit about everything. And it was great because I had knowledge of everything, right? So everything that you said, like trust funds, all of that, it all part of it. Even law, you have to study a bit of law. You have to do a bit of law modules in there.
I hate.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. And at the time, like, don't get me wrong, I am that kind of person that I always want to be a generalist. I never want to be a specialist. Because I will get bored. Again, I know myself, I know my personality, I know where my strengths are. And I know that wasn't something that I wanted to do. So I picked actuarial science, did it. I'm chartered now. I still have 2 more exams, which I don't know if I'm going to do or not. But it was tough because also when you are doing loads of different subjects, economics is not going to help me with pensions.
No,
do you get it? So every single subject was self-contained. And it didn't help with the next one. So like there was no building upon like something, you know, there was no building upon concepts that you've learned or whatever. It was quite separate. I mean, there was a bit of crossover, but not that much.
No.
Learning
You need
coding is
specialists
completely
in that
different.
one.
Yeah, like computer science, like once you learn one language to code, it will kind of help you with another one.
Yeah.
But a degree,
To be
like
fair,
it wasn't like that.
It's still hard though because like you've got different code languages as well. So
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
But what I'm saying is like once you learn the basics of
Yeah.
like that, you can apply it to different ones, which
Yeah.
I can do. Like once I learned on my Excel ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਪਾਂ code ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ,
Yeah.
that helped me
yeah.
with like DAX
Yeah.
coding, and it's very, very similar like
Yeah.
languages. It's not the same,
No, but
it's similar. Do you get what I
you
mean?
can find
like,
your way.
ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵੀ
Yeah.
ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ. But with this degree, it was a nightmare from year one. Like it was super hard, and even now like it is a lot. And मैं हमेशा कहनी हुंदी I'm not the smartest actuary in the room.
Yeah.
But what I am is I can use my skills and the knowledge that I have, the technical knowledge that I have, to build the career that I want.
Yeah.
And I'm not a typical actuary. I don't do typical things. Like I am more of a generalist because I know that that's what I like.
Yeah.
But मेरी गल आहा वा भी ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਆਪਦੀ ਪਰਸਨੈਲਿਟੀ ਆ ਹਨਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵੀ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਸੰਦ your job will feel easier if it's aligned to you and your strengths and your personality.
Yes.
Yours is aligned to you.
Yeah.
So as much as like everyone, work is always hard, yeah? And I'm not going to take that away from anyone. I'm just saying if you actually genuinely align with the job that you're doing, it won't feel as heavy.
Yeah.
Because when you do something that is completely, like if you told me to go code for the rest of my life and you'll pay me X amount, I will be depressed.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I agree. No,
you know?
I think क्योंकि majority of my career, मैं recruitment काम करती थी. I was good at it, sick at it. But that's because I'm a good salesperson.
Yeah. And you're good at talking and being with people.
But I hated the job with a passion.
Yeah.
I dreaded going into work every day. And I think, I don't know if I told you, but I'm so happy कि हुन मैं 3 साल दी हुई है. I finally found a job that I actually genuinely like and actually look forward to as well. Because I know this is my strength. And I know I am important in a way, I think. So I completely agree with what you said. You have to do something. It needs to, obviously, it needs to pay for the bills and everything.
Of course, yeah. And you're never going to have something that, I mean, listen, I would love to be a wine connoisseur. Not a wine connoisseur, what are they called?
The sommeliers.
Yeah. I'd love to be a sommelier. I'd love to be a food taster. You know, like all these things. Imagine you're getting paid for it, like travel, rating people.
It needs to tickle the brain though.
But yeah, for me, I know that I need something that will keep me excited, keep me like...
What's the next thing?
Going, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, the people that have those jobs, well, if you have one of those jobs, please comment. I want to envy you.
Yeah.
Like, I envy you, trust me.
Yeah.
I want to know what the hardest part of your job is. I'd actually love to know. And I want to know that the grass isn't that green on that side, you know, as much as it looks like it is.
Yeah.
But, ਨਹੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਜੌਬ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈਵੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਨ ਤੇ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਪੈਂਦਾ you can always change it. And I said it to my brother as well, because my brother was like, oh, like you do actuarial science. I go, listen, you can actually switch careers and start now.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do actuarial science, you can do the exams now.
Oh, what did he say?
That's another conversation. But that's what I'm trying to say is that ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ uni ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਸੀ he was like 50 something ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਪੜ੍ਹਦਾ ਸੀ. You know what I mean? Like,
you can.
See, you can always keep learning, keep developing, learn a new skill. And in fact, you should.
Yeah.
You should never completely stop. Take a break for sure, but you should always be learning a new skill.
Yeah, and don't get comfortable.
Yeah, ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਦਿਮਾਗ ਸੱਚੀ young ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖੋਗੇ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕੋਈ different perspective ਲਵਾਂਗੇ then you become like you stay young at heart and in brain as well. Keep using your brain, guys.
Yeah, guys. Oh my God.
It's a muscle exercise.
Yeah, love this. Guys, let's end this podcast on that note as well. But obviously, you know, before we end the podcast, it was a heavy one, by the way. Is it just me or did you think this was quite heavy?
Yeah, I'd say it was quite serious compared to the rest of them.
Quite
Yeah.
serious, yeah, guys. But yeah, let's end the podcast with a gorgeous song. Also, I just clocked the last 3 episodes we didn't speak that much Punjabi, but don't worry, we'll make sure that we do next time. Love you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
And the song. चल हुन
song.
पंजाबी बोलांगे.
हुन पंजाबी बोलांगे.
which translation करांगे.
Yeah. Did you say? Sajje passe, sajje passe.
Sajje passe, sajje passe. Sajje passe.
Everything you own, what?
Everything you own in a box to the left.
Okay. जो भी तुसी
जो भी तेरा समान आ.
जो भी तेरा समान आ तुसी box ਵਿੱਚ ਰੱਖੋ to the ਸੱਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਸੱਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ.
In the closet, that's my stuff. Yes, if I bought it, please don't touch.
अलमारी 'ਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਮਾਨ ਪਿਆ ਆ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਆਇਆ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਹੱਥ ਨਾ ਲਿਓ. Please ਹੱਥ ਨਾ ਲਿਓ. What?
Keep talking that mess, that's fine. Could you walk and talk at the same time?
ਗਲਾ ਕਰੀ ਜੋ ਗਲਾ ਕਰੀ ਜੋ.
Could you walk and talk at the same time?
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ simultaneously ਨਹੀਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਤੁਰੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ ਤੁਰੋ ਵੀ. Same. No, wait. How do you say same time Punjabi?
Same time. Oh my god.
Same time.
Kathe.
ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹਾਂ
Kathe karo.
ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰੋ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰੋ.
It says, so it's my name that's on that jag.
ਜੱਗ.
Jaguar.
ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਉਸ ਗੱਡੀ ਤੇ.
So remove your bags, let me call you a cab.
ਆਪਦੇ ਬੈਗ ਰਿਮੂਵ ਕਰ ਆਪਦੇ ਬੈਗ ਕੱਢ ਲਾ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਉਬਰ ਬੁੱਕ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਗਲ ਆ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਣਾ. Bro, I don't want to marry you. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਆ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਆ. I can what?
I can have another you in a minute and in fact
ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ 2 ਸੈਕਿੰਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਵੇਟ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਕੋਈ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਪਿਆ. ਤੈਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ.
Don't you ever
ਤੇਰੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ 2 ਸੈਕਿੰਡਸ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਕੱਲ ਤੱਕ. ਤੂੰ How do you say replaceable? You are replaceable.
ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਣੀ.
ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਣੀ. Yay,
guys. Like, comment and subscribe and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.